I meant for this to come out a lot sooner than this, but dealing with some problems set me back a little bit. But I think I'm well enough to do it now. This is my review on the Sonic fan film. Out of 5 stars, I'll have to give it a 2.5. I have. Why? Well, let's just start with the good things first. So the good thing is that they kept the important elements, such as Chaos Emerald with Robotnik taking over, Sonic and the voice actor Jaleel White, stuff like that. They kept all the original elements. Now, for the problems. I personally think Eddie's biggest mistake was making the film 18 minutes. Now, a film has to have a certain basis where it explains characters, story, and everything else. And 18 minutes isn't long enough to do all that. It's enough to do 1 or 2 of them, but not all of it. You need to have time to introduce the characters and story. So I'm gonna move. Sorry, switch locations. I have an idea. Sorry, I'm using my little video camera. I've only used it once to make the YouTube video, and that was for a test. I'm not sure how this is going to work. Yes, this picture thing back a little bit. Now I need something to hold that. Maybe we'll get this salt rock thingy to hold up. Yeah, that's good. Only has a certain basis, and that's it. Nothing more. Another thing wrong was no rings. Now, I would expect rings, and the one in the beginning does not count, since it was just the title credits. Now, there is no rings in the film itself, which pretty much confused a lot of us. I mean, the way the story was going was Robotnik takes over, Sonic, and I have to praise some of that stuff because they actually made it awesome. But the problem is that they didn't have enough time to fill in everything you would need. For example, why was Knuckles at Green Hill? Why was he at Green Hill? It makes no sense. Why? He's supposed to be at the floating island, protecting the Master Emerald. So, why was he at Green Hill? Oh, and last time I checked, Robotnik tricked Knuckles the first time, and Knuckles hated Sonic. Why didn't they do it? I mean, they made it look like Knuckles was supporting him. No, why was Knuckles here and not Tails? Because Tails came before Knuckles. I mean, sure, could have worked, but you would need to have something to explain it. They did nothing to explain it. It makes no sense. Why was Knuckles there? We will never know. Why was Tails not there? No one will ever know. And if I remember correctly, I remember saying, I remember Eddie saying that he wanted to make the film into something more than just a fan film, like a series or a sequel or something like that. Well, Eddie, the thing is that you would need time to develop the story just right. Now, 18 minutes was not long enough. 40 minutes would have been okay, 50 maybe even 35, but 18? No. It ain't gonna work. I mean, you even got Doug Walker in this, I don't know, and Jaleel White to be in this 18-minute thing. and the lack of Sonic. Sonic is barely in it. Compared to all the other characters and other scenes, he's barely in it. When I start doing my critic videos, I might do the Sonic fan film just for one of them. But I'm serious. I mean, you need to have more elements. You need to have more stuff in it. I mean, like, I know I've said it like 100 times. Sorry about that, but time to develop the characters and everything like that. If you just do it too short, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work no way, no how, no why. And I will say the film is good. You know, it has a good story, but it was hard to follow. It's confusing newcomers and upsetting old Sonic fans. I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't epic, because it was, but it just needs to be better. I mean, the CGI was amazing work, I have to say. The cast was superb. I love how they got Doug Walker in it, because he's the one who inspires some of my comedy when I start doing my critic videos in the future. Like I said, Eddie needs should have made it longer to make everything work. Otherwise, it wasn't going to work. And I read that a lot of people didn't like it, and I know why. It was too short. And Knuckles at Green Hill just confused everybody. What was he doing at Green Hill? We'll never know. He's supposed to be on the floating island protecting the Master Emerald. Where's Tails? I have no idea. It's giving me a headache thinking about it. I'm not kidding. I mean, this may be my first Odd Productions review, but still. I might need a moment. So, out of 5, I give it a 2.5 for keeping the elements and superb cast and good effects, but taking 2 away from time limits and 0.5 away from just Knuckles being in it at all. I'm not saying it wasn't a good idea, but then had to make it work. I mean, Eddie may not make a sequel. He said it himself one time he may not make a sequel or anything like that. So why leave something unexplained? It's like the ending of Back to the Future 3 is so it would be like if the ending of Back to the Future 3 had Marty and Doc go somewhere and yet it was never Tail because they said they're not going to make another one. It upsets many people. So, either make a sequel or explain yourself for some of these. I mean, like I said, I'm not saying the film wasn't good, because it was. It just wasn't superb as I thought it was going to be. I still liked it. Yeah. So, that's the end of my first review. Let's see if I can make more videos with this camera. I might even make my critic videos off this camera. Anyway, I'll see you later. Odd